Hi viewers and welcome to the Revolution channel. My name is Carmi MUA and in today's video we are gonna test out the new brushes from Revolution. As you probably have seen, they're everywhere on the internet. Revolution Beauty just dropped a lot of gorgeous brushes and I'm super excited to test them out. I absolutely love new brushes. Like, I find it like so pleasing when you have all these beauties and you just like put them on order, and then when you start them for the first time, you know the smell of a fresh brush, the first application when the bristles are just like so clean and you just feel like I'm so nosy, like I'm so dirty, I'm never gonna get them clean again. Me right here. So today I was thinking to slay kind of like an everyday sort of like routine. Also, quick side note, I wash my hair and they look hella clean, so I'm super excited. So let's just start out with our face, and I'm gonna be testing out the Conceal and Define brush set. I actually think this brush set is looking very neat. I don't know if you guys follow me personally on my Instagram, but I did like a haul with all the brush set from Revolution, and I also tested like the very big 10-piece brush set, and you should go and check it out when you have a spare minute, because so many brushes, so many little faces that we have. Like, I wish I could use all of them at the same time. That'd be cool. So this one over here contains two face brushes. We have one, there is a flat Kabuki, and one there is like a powder one that you can just like do your contouring. You can also do like your blusher and everything. So I do like this one over here. And also on a quick side note, all the brushes are cruelty-free and vegan, and I do think that is absolutely amazing. Then also there are over here two eye brushes, but you can also use for the face as well, like for spot concealing and everything. And we have this one over here. There is a very flat, kind of like, again, Kabuki kind of style, but very small. And I think this one is kind of going to be good to just put it onto the crease. And then this one is one of my favorite brushes that Revolution do, like when they do the very big eyeshadow brush, because I always find that like you can just press your product down and everything looks beautiful. Then another brush that I'm going to test out today is the Rose Gold Retractable Kabuki brush. Now, as I was mentioning when I first saw it, this brush over here literally reminds me of my mom. I absolutely love her. And do you remember when there was like the time for people to just like always have like Kabuki retractable brush? Best time in the world. So this is what it looks like in the pack. Now you just open it and you just get like the two parts. Now to put it in, what you have to do is just like flex this one up, wow, and then just like close it, and then, wow. Mom, how you doing? Like, this really gives me like 90s vibe, and I love, because this is like the perfection to like take on the go with you, because how many times we put brushes in our bag, and I'm guilty of it, and then like they kind of like spread on the sides and they get ruined, and also like they get super dirty because God knows what's in my handbag. So having something that actually can cover it, and it's just like a traditional plastic thing, but is something that can just like is meant for it, I'm all about it. And last brush set that we are gonna test out is this one over here. There is the highlighting and finishing set. Now this one over here, I'm super happy. I don't know if you guys know, but Revolution never had like fan brushes, and now they are out and they are so good. I actually, guilty of pleasures, I have used them already. I used the big one to do like my décolletage the other day, like my collarbones, and then I used the small one to do my highlighter. And I'll show you today because I'm definitely gonna use them to show you. And what I like about is the way they feel is like super soft, and they're very flexible. So what they do is they really blend your makeup very quickly. So I am ready to accept this little challenge. So let's just test them out. Alright babies, I hope you're ready because we're gonna start. And first thing first, let me just say I have prep and primed my skin, and you guys know this is my obsession, is the hydration boost. empty because I love it so much. And I was like, today I was like scraping just a little bit. I was like, please just work for me because I need to. I don't know what am I gonna do without, because as I said to you guys, this really helps to like hydrate my skin, and it feels like so nice and plump. Especially lately that I've been using like a razor to just like clean shave. I find that like if you do get a little bit of extra dryness, this really helps to just like absorb and give the moisture that we need. So let's just start. And my favorite duo, there is the Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation. Now I'm in the shade 10.5. Now I need to remember that I don't need much, because the other day that I was like filming, I was like chatting and I forgot and I put so much on. And yes, it does blend and everything, but let me tell you, with this foundation over here, a little bit goes a very long way. And then I'm gonna use my Super Size Conceal and Define in the shade C7. And I've been really enjoying to kind of like not layering too many things on top. As you guys see, I'm kind of like placing my concealer in areas where I'm not placing my foundation, because as we said, it's nice, it's full coverage, and sometimes you just want like a very natural, like fresh skin. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the flat Kabuki one, and I'm starting with my foundation to just like blend it very quick. And yes, it's blending lovely. And then what I'll do, I stipple it in with the same brush, my concealer. And you guys know I like to do my neck and my ears as well with whatever I've left on the brush, instead of like adding any product and everything. That's always a good trick, because I see myself, and I see sometimes old picture that I used to like take and everything, and I didn't put foundation on my ears, and you can see the difference, let me tell you that. So definitely do a little bit and just like stipple it in some product. So now we are gonna try out this brush over here and this one over here. So this one is the Kabuki one, and what I'm planning to do with the Kabuki is going in with this palette. There is the Pro HD Sculpt and Contour. If you guys remember, I used this one when Instagram picked my makeup, aka you did. And I'm gonna go in between these two shades over here. There is like the two powder, kind of like setting powders, and they are both matte as well. Dust off the excess and just do very quickly underneath my eyes as well as my eyeshadow. I love brushes like this. Now I remember my mom kind of like using it everywhere on her face with a huge bronzer. That was a choice, but I would kind of like avoid that personally. Like, it looks like a bit weird now. I think like as well, like makeup has really evolved through the years, like how techniques and also how easy now is to like see different people doing makeup and pick different people's skills. So what I do is I'm just going in with this two shade and I just do my T-zone. So this is the area that normally I get maybe a teeny bit shiny, especially my mustache area. I don't know why lately my mustache seems the place where my sweat likes to hang out. I don't like it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move in between this shade over here and this one. So I'm gonna mix them too. And I love palettes like this because you can mix and match everything. And I'm gonna start to contour. Ooh, that is a gorgeous shade for contouring. And I like this brush because it's like, it's a teeny bit pointed, so it kind of like hugs your contouring, but also it blends as quick as well. And you guys know Mama loves to blend contouring very good and very fast, because we got things to do. We have supermarkets to go, we have post office to attend, we're housewife up in here, so let me just blend. Before I put on my highlighter, I'm actually gonna go in with the small kind of like kabuki-ish brush, and I think I'm gonna do again both shades kind of quick. And what you can do is, one, you can use it onto your eyes to kind of just like create that subtle definition, and I'm gonna run this one as well on the underneath, like very softly, nothing too crazy. Kind of like just a teeny bit up in here. And then as well, if in case you feel like sometimes you can't get your nose contouring quite right, this is perfect because it's like very, very small. And you can just add a little bit of product. As you can see, I did add quite a lot for what I normally tend to do, but I always feel like going back then with a big one, and you can always just like brush it away to make sure everything is a little bit softer. Who is ready and excited to use some fan brushes and some highlighters? So I'm gonna go in with the Kiss of Fire palette, and you guys know I love my opulence to just kind of like hugs a little bit the cheeks. I feel like this is kind of like the perfect kind of shade to go with like my skin. It's like it shows, it's soft, it's very nice. And you guys know, like always depending on what brush do you use, you get completely different finishes. As I mentioned, fan brushes like this one, they really kind of like apply it and also blend it at the same time, so that it always looks like more of a soft highlighter moment instead of having a very high strip. Because sometimes it does happen when you use a brush that is a little bit too dense, that kind of gives you like a very big old line, and then you have to spend more time blending. I find that like with like fan brushes and everything, you really don't have that problem at all. Maybe a little bit too much on my cupid's bow, you know, me being extra. And then I'm gonna go in with the rest of the brush, like, you know, the small one, the shadow one. And again, one more time with opulence, and I'm just gonna pat this one very lightly, like nothing too heavy on my eyes, so that if in case I want to do like a one eye shadow moment, I do really like to do like this gold, so that kind of like goes in with my skin. It gives me like a little bit like a J-Lo moment, and who doesn't want to look like J-Lo? Because I would love to look like J-Lo. So what I'm gonna do very, very quickly, my babies, I'm gonna finish it off with my brows, my mascara, my lips, and I'll be back with you to show you the final look. So here we go, babies, so this is our final look, and I do have to say it is looking beautiful. Like we definitely achieved a nice everyday makeup. It was quick, the brush really did the work, everything is blended, everything is soft. I like it quite a lot. And before I go, I do want to mention what's on my lips, because I might get some question, and is this lipstick over here called On Display. You guys know is my favorite tone of matte liquid lipstick from Rev. I just find that it always looks nice on my skin, as well as transfer proof, so yeah, that's good. We can kiss bae with no problems. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this testing new makeup brushes. Make sure to let me know down in the comments below if you want me to test out more of them, if there is a set that you feel like you want a little bit of maybe explanation how to use it, or maybe a different way to use a brush. So I'm gonna be there looking at your comment, as well as give me a good thumbs up and say subscribe, because there is a lot more to come. And always remember, like if you like, hate if you hate, and until next time, you're welcome.